Greetings, Patriots. This is lesson 7.3.6. I'm going to need you to take out a sheet of paper, organize your notes. You can refer to the guided notes that we posted so that you know how to organize your notebook. Our objective for today is that we will generate a table. That means we will create a table or a graph, or we will write a situation or an equation given one representation. So if I give you a table, you have to give me the graph and the situation, the equation. If I give you an equation, you're going to have to generate the rest, right? So let's go ahead and just look at what I'm talking about in this situation. And this is what I mean. Here I'm giving you a situation, okay? I'm giving you Isabel, and Isabel and her friends bought 5 Six Flags season passes for a total of $327.50. So I'm going to go ahead and just, if I'm thinking about this in a table, right, I know that 5 number of passes cost $327.50. Well, in yesterday's lesson, we talked about finding that unit rate, right? So let's go just see how much just one pass would have cost me. So I'm going to go ahead and divide $327.50. I'm going to divide that by 5. Well, I know 5 times 6 is 30, and that gives me 27 when I subtract that, and 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 5 is 25, and 5 times 0 is 0. So it seems like my unit rate in this situation is $65.50 for one pass. So awesome. If that's the case, then I can definitely just take that $65.50 and multiply it by 2, and that's going to give me $131. And then I can just go ahead and take 3 passes, right, and multiply by $65.50, and that's going to give me $196.50. So your job is to take that unit rate and fill out your table, okay? You can take $65.50 and multiply by 4 if we're looking at the total cost of 4 season passes. So I've given you the situation, the word problem. Your job is to organize that information in a table by comparing the number of passes and the total price, okay? So since I know my unit rate here is $65.50 for one ticket, that's easy equation. My equation is, the situation is represented by the equation y is the total price, $65.50 times the number of passes, where X is the number of season passes and Y represents the total price. I can graph this situation as well, okay? I can graph the total price, and I can also look at what that looks like on a graph. And here's my passes. Don't forget, you need to label your X and your Y axis, okay? So if I start at 0 passes, right, and 1 pass and 2 pass and 3 pass and 4 passes and 5 passes, I can take every point on that table and graph it. Well, 0 passes means I didn't spend any money. 1 pass means that was $65.50. 2 passes is $131, and so forth. I can take everything on that table and I can graph it on a graph. And I should get a nice constant rate since my unit rate is $65.50 for every table. So if I give you a situation or a scenario, your job is to create a table, to create a graph, and to write your equation. If I give you the equation y equals 13x, okay, well, let's just say, right, I have this information here, okay? 0, 0. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to think of a situation first. Where can I spend $13 for something? Well, let's just say that I'm going to the movies, right? So Miss Flores, and you all know Miss Flores, she decides that she's going to pay $13 per movie ticket for every movie ticket. So again, per one ticket. We just gave you the unit rate. So if she has 0 tickets, right, she pays 0 money. So that's why I went with 0, 0. So let's say we're going to compare the cost, right, and the movie tickets, the movie passes or the movie tickets. One ticket would cost $13. 2 tickets would cost $26. 3 tickets, right, would cost $39, right? And we would keep going. So again, your constant rate of change, right, is going to be plus 13 over 1. So create your table. That's what those numbers are representing. Now, can we graph this? Of course we can. And notice, I made up my own situation. So I can look at the number of tickets, right? And I can also look at the total cost. So if you look at the intervals here, it's 0 to 5. I kind of pre-did the graphs for you because I knew that sometimes it's a little difficult to do this on our own. So I did give you the little template for the graphs. So right here, I have 1 ticket, and 1 ticket is $13, okay? 2 tickets is actually $26. And 3 tickets is actually $39, and so forth. 4 tickets, right, would be 52. And that's what you see right here, and so forth. So don't forget, you can also create a graph. Use your numbers on the table. So all I did was take the ordered pairs of 0, 0, 1 ticket cost $13, 2 tickets cost $26, and all I did was plot those ordered pairs on my graph, okay? So this could have been any situation, okay? I want you guys to just think outside the box. Think of things where you paid $13 for. All right, the next problem, and here I'm giving you a table. So I'm looking at the number of chip bags, that's what my table says, and my total price. So it seems like if I go and find my constant rate of change, they're increasing by $1.50. Well, $1.50 plus another $1.50 is $3 plus another $1.50. Okay, so that means that every chip bag is costing me $1. That's what it looks like. So I'm going to take this information and I'm gonna go ahead. Well, before I do that, I already know that since they give me the unit rate right here, that my equation has to be y equals $1.50, right, times every bag of chips. So X represents your chip bags. Think of a vending machine, guys, when you go and buy something out of a vending machine. And then Y is your total price, okay? So this is easy for my situation now because what they're telling me is that every bag of chips that you buy, so I'm just going to use the same words in my table. Every bag of chips costs $1.50. That's one way that you could write your situation. And I really just looked at the words in my table. So let's go ahead and label your graph. So we know that our bags of chips are your x-axis right here, your variable here. Your total cost or total price is going to be represented on your y-axis. So I can see that at 1 bag of chip, it's be between 1 and 2. It's $1.50, right? You want to graph those. At 2, notice the cost was $3. At 3, it was $4.50. And at four bags is going to cost me $6. So you can see that nice constant rate of change on your graph, that increase of $1.50. Again, here is that unit rate out of 1, right? That unit rate is so important for you to look for on your graph sometimes, guys, okay, when you're trying to figure out which graph matches the situation. So that's how you generate. If you're given a table, that's how you generate a graph, the situation. Use your table to help you out, and your equation. Okay, so now I've given you a graph, okay? And here I notice that my graph has 1 at 25 cents. Oh, so let me go ahead and just see what numbers are on my graph. That's going to help me. Okay, I see that I have 1 at 25 cents. So 2 of something is equal to 50 cents. 3 of something is equal to 75 cents. Look at my graph, that's important. And 4 of something is equal to $1. So that means I must be comparing something that costs maybe 25 cents, okay? Well, and I also see that if I have 0 of that product, it's gonna cost me nothing. So I'm gonna just say I'm buying, what's something that costs 25 cents? Well, I'm gonna say something that might cost 25 cents is a candy. So, or gum, right? If I'm looking at a pack of gum, okay, and the cost, I'm going to go with that. And I'm going to say that here is some gum packets, right? Oops, sorry that did not come out very good. Sometimes it's a little hard to write. So let me say that I'm comparing the gum packets, and this is the total cost of them, okay? So 1 packet of gum, I guess, is costing me 25 cents, and so forth, okay? So what's my situation? Well, I'm going to say 1 packet of gum costs Mrs. King 25 cents. So there's my unit rate, 25 cents per packet of gum, okay? And my equation then would be the cost is equal to 25 cents for every 1 packet of gum. So I want you to understand that your unit rate or your constant rate here can be a number less than $1. We do have things in the stores that we buy that are less than $1, especially like when you're buying things that are 4 for $1. Well, that unit rate is 25 cents. So if I give you a graph, I need you to read your graph, read your X and your Y axis, generate a table that matches that situation, and write about the situation in a sentence. Tell me what this graph is describing, okay? And of course, give me the equation. All right. It is your turn. In your assignment, I have given you a graph. Read your graph carefully. You will have to complete your table because that's what you're completing. So we've given you a table. So all you have to do is type in the values. You're writing your equation and you're going to write your situation. And we want to see if you can create and generate the different representations of an equation, a situation, and the table given the situation of a graph. Okay, that will be your assignment. So today, did we have an opportunity to generate a table, a graph, a situation, or equation given one representation? Yes, we did. Have a wonderful day, Patriots.